All right, thank you, Mr. Whitfield. I don't think anyone has ever called it marketing before, but you know, we can roll with it. How's everybody doing? Guys, all right, come on. I'm an extrovert. That means I get my energy from other people, right? So if you want to have a good time, I need y'all to have a good time, so I'm a better person. So we'll try this one more time. How's everybody doing? Woo! There we go. Come on. It's the first day. I mean, like, everyone should have gotten at least 8 hours of sleep last night. So my daughter learned a new word the other day. And this in and of itself isn't surprising. She's 3 and she's in daycare. She comes home with a new word or a new song or infectious disease every other day, right? It's one of the things that is most surprising to me for becoming a parent. Not the daycare germs or the astronomical cost I pay for said daycare germs, but how truly floored I get in seeing her pick up things, right? How fast she picks things up, how intuitive she is, just how vastly different her generation will be based upon the way that I grew up. But the other day, we were watching Moana for like the 37th time that month. And I get up during Maui's You're Welcome song, because I'll say it is the worst song on the soundtrack. And I go to wash dishes. And all of a sudden, I hear, "Mommy, an ad." And as I'm rinsing out my coffee cup, I smile. I'm like, oh, my daughter learned a new word, ad, right? I got an impression served, check. This is going to be a great morning. And I just go back to washing my dishes. And then she goes, "Mommy, an ad, skip it." And I start laughing because she has seen me enough to know that we can fast forward and skip content to get back to the good stuff, right? I mean, she's 3 and she already knows A, the difference between programmed content and advertising content, and B, knows that the latter is skippable. But I don't move, right? Like, I am elbow deep in washing dishes. And then she gets hysterical. "Mommy, I don't want to watch the ad." And again, this in and of itself isn't surprising. I mean, she's 3. She throws tantrums when she doesn't get a Band-Aid for her non-existent boo-boo, or when she asks for the purple water bottle and I give her the purple water bottle, right? But what really hit me is, yeah, like, this generation that we're raising are digital natives, sure. You know, they're raised, they believe all screens are touch screens, right? They know how to unlock cell phones and purchase $500 worth of Revolve clothing before I've even realized that my cell phone is in fact gone in the first place. This is all a very, very true story. This generation is raised on skippable content. They're raised not only with an abundance of media, but they're raised to know how to skip it, to know how to opt out, right? To know how to curate their own little content bubbles so they see only the things that they want to see. And obviously, we know that our standard ad isn't cutting it anymore, right? We know the power of culture and the creator economy has on influencing people in their purchasing decisions, right? And the shift is happening now. I'm not saying anything you guys don't know. And it's not just with 3-year-olds, right? It's with everybody in this room. I know I wasn't the only elder millennial who had all sorts of feels over Kendrick Lamar's jeans during the Super Bowl halftime show. Guys, these are brand new. I bought them because of what I saw. But it's so interesting because what will product discovery and the customer journey look like now that customers are in control? How must we adapt our media to become influential when so much of it can just be glossed over? So let's get into it. As a reminder, everything we say on stage is recorded and on the record. A core element of what we do here at MediaPost, it's journalism. It is providing a platform to share and showcase the fine work that y'all are putting out. But it is off the record that really the most enriching dialogues happen, right? At noon, we will turn the cameras off. We're going to get a little weird, right? We won't, unless you really want to. We'll move into our roundtables. They are deeper, off-the-record conversations that will dive into some of the things that we talk about on stage. And today, we are going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be sitting down with Trevor Guthrie, the co-founder of MediaPost's Independent Agency of the Year, Giant Spoon, to hear how they're programming content into people's lives with show-stopping campaigns that rewrite city skylines. And you're going to hear from Joshua Sims, head of marketing for Big Chicken, to hear how this challenger brand is competing with its deep-pocketed competitors by layering message across channels to amplify reach. And we're going to talk about fragmentation, because how can we not when we're talking about media planning, right? And you're going to hear from our panel of experts about how they are altering their planning and buying process to adjust to all of these things that media is today. But first, Mattel is the world's second largest toy company. Barbie and Hot Wheels are practically ubiquitous with childhood. And through its YouTube channel and its internal content development and a clear view on their streaming TV's real reach, they're looking to see what platforms are really offering the valid, accountable data that they need to keep those toys top of mind. And I would like to say, Mattel, I would like it on good authority that you will not target me explicitly now that you know I have a 3-year-old and my Instagram feed will not be full of all of Mattel content. But please join me in welcoming to the stage David Rosenblum and Leanna Trellenberg from Mattel's media team to hear how they're reassessing which impressions really matter when reaching this next generation of kids in a post-TV era. Please welcome Dave and Leanna.